Yo! Pam pam param pam 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 param pam pam pam. Pom pom param pom pom pom. Hello? Anybody home? Param pam param pam pam pam. Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. Para para pom. Para para pom. Pom 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 pom. Hello hello. Pam 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 param pam. Boop. Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another stream of Planeshift. Oh yes. Let me check if I did everything I had to do. No, I didn't. I'm missing the webcam. Here it is. Okay. Hello everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome to another stream of Planeshift. If you are here, you are in a special place. Definitely. You should know about that by now. I love Talad. I would sacrifice myself. Would let Talad eat my whole body. What the hell? Who wrote that? That seems to be a bit too much. I would remove the last part, very likely. But yeah. Seems to be a bit too much, you know? Who's this guy, huh? Who's this guy? Better picture with better... so the previous picture was darker and the second one was... what? So 190 is... Let me see, 189. That's incredible! So 189 is a bad picture, 190 is a good picture. So this one always substituted now, we'll never find it again. Someone sent me some picture the other day saying, hey, this could be used for... who was it? Someone sent me a picture saying, hey, you can use it for the calendar. Was it you? Some of you? Let me see. Or I can use the one that I just... Sulfrot sent me. Why my PC so slow at the moment? What is going on? 189, eh? We have to substitute 189. 189 is bad. There it is. There it is. Okay, I can use this. I can use this. It's a bit low resolution or what? It is a bit, yes, but it's okay. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. And it's a bit low resolution, unfortunately. PT. It's really low resolution, though. Are all of them the same resolution? Yes, they are. Guys, if you send me a picture with low resolution, how can I use them? Okay, I will use it anyway. I will use it anyway just because you sent it and it's fine. And it's fine. So we want to put it under what? Under PS WW new page, new site, storage, elements, picture of the day. We will do it in JPEG and we will do 189. Yes. And now I need to upload it. I need to upload it. 189. Which was yesterday, so we will see it in 1 year from now, huh? One second, because now I have to upload it, or I do it now, or I will forget forever. I mean, I will never do it again. New page, new site, storage, elements, picture of the day, by date, okay. Fuck, why? No, 189. Okay, here it is. 189, 189, 189, 189, 189. Okay. I'm nearly there, boys. No. I have to re-authenticate. Are you serious? No. Okay, so the wait. My password there expired. You have to renew it. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes happens, and I didn't think it would happen now, but it happened now. It happened now, my boys. 1 second, 1 second. And then I will read the chat. Okay. Okay, okay, already authenticated. Can I get in now? Ah, I can't get in now. Okay, fine. Fine, a picture of the day. Yes, 189. Yes, yes. 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 And magically. Aha, there it is. It's very low resolution. Please don't send me low resolution pictures. But I added it anyway, just because it's you. Just because. So hello everyone. Hello, hello. So tonight we are gonna work on siege weapons. Siege weapon. You may say, why you need siege weapons? Well, I need siege weapons for two purposes. One is to show that there is actually danger at the bronze doors, right? So I would like to have siege weapons there so that when you go there, you see, oh, there is need of siege weapon in this place, right? And second, because maybe in the future we will use them. Maybe. I don't know when. Kind of 50-50 on the if, but we will. So we have actually two siege weapons. They were originally made by Marcellum. Thank you, Marcellum, for that. I think the wheels are a bit small actually now that I look at them, but and also they are absolutely not centered. I don't know why, but they are really not centered. We can fix that. We can fix that. Yeah, but it was made by Marcellum, and then I did a number of changes. Significant number of changes, but the original concept pretty much is the one that he had, right? So he built most of this model. I redid many parts of it, but yeah, I don't know if we need bigger wheels. I mean, these wheels look a bit small, no? I mean, compared to the size of this thing, do you think I should just brutally enlarge it? The problem is that if I enlarge it, let me think about it, because if I enlarge it, I don't want to do damages. Let me try 1 second and see what happens, okay? Let me try. Okay, if I scale it on the X, bloop. Yeah, I think it feels way more proper. Way more proper. I mean, they are still small, but they are less small than... So before they were like this, right? There is before. Careful, because if I press... I cannot go back. Yeah, before and after, you see? Before and after. I think like these are really too small. Like this, I think they are reasonable. I mean, I could go more than this, but I think more than this will look a bit weird, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad, actually. But maybe it starts to be too much. Well... Now the only problem is, do you think that we lost? Nah, I think it's okay. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. Now the material is a bit monotone, right? So it's just like one. Wait, you can just contribute assets like him or what? I can just upload a GL blend? Yes, absolutely. I mean, in every stream at the end, there is the disclaimer at the bottom that is saying, if you want to help, if you want to contribute, you can submit the models, you can submit ideas, you can submit whatever you want. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to help, you know, to build the game, you can help. And definitely I need help because I only have 2 hands and 1 life, which is not much really. I would like to have 8 hands and at least I would say 3 lives. Yeah. That would be more proper for plane shift. Well, will be better if you apply to the position, yes, but I mean, you can also be more casual, you know. So let's say that the only problem is that if you want to have an asset in the game, right, I have to be sure that you have the ownership of that asset, right? And so yes, you will have to sign a document. You will have to sign a non-disclosure agreement plus an NDA. No, sorry, an NDA plus a copyright assignment. Yeah, NDA and non-disclosure is the same. So a non-disclosure agreement and a copyright assignment is what you will have to do, yes. But if you just want to send it to me and so to see if I like it, you can still send it. But then I will probably say, oh yes, I like it. So if you want to put it into the game, there is a standard procedure, and the standard procedure is to sign a document and give the copyright to us and such, right? Because I want to do things properly. I always did things properly in this project, so the assets needs to be properly, you know, managed. I think I like it anyway. So I improved the rope. I improved this. Now the wood maybe is a bit too much the same wood, right? I know. And we may try to change it. We try to change some pieces. For example, we can have maybe the main catapult here to be a different color. But one thing that I really want to try is this, my friends. Is this. So the question is, do you think we can have it animated in Unreal? I mean, actually, I did a simple test and it works. It's actually using something that I never used before. I mean, obviously I knew the existence of, but I never used it, which are morph targets, right? Morph targets is, for example, the same way that facial animation works, right? And to my understanding, every vertex has a target in the animation, right? Which is the morph target. And so from a value to 0 to 1, the vertex is moving from the base pose to the morphed pose, right? And so is moving, right? So yeah, so I think that's pretty good. I just realized that by increasing the size of the wheels, I automatically increased also the size of these things, but I think it's okay. It looks pretty massive now. The wheel looks pretty massive, but this thing is massive. So, and I think it needs a lot of stability, right? So without stability, I think it would never work. So I also added these nice rivets or bolts, right? In some position where it may look like they are holding the different wooden beams in place, right? So yes. And then I added at the back these things, I don't know, like you can tie a rope and maybe put it on the ground, you know, fix it to the ground so that the whole thing is more stable, right? In theory, we will probably need a way to, but yeah, they will probably need something to block the wheel, right? But I don't want to go that crazy. So I think the model as it is good. Let me just show you the other one, which is the ballista, because we have a catapult and we have a ballista. Ballista V3, ballista V4, ballista V4, please. Exporting a VAT, what do you mean? An animation? I hope it's not value-added tax. So yeah, we also have a ballista. We also have a ballista. And the good part is that, yeah, I think we have to do the same with the wheels, by the way. I think we have to do the same with the wheels because it looks too thin, really. It looks too thin at the moment. Huh? Now the ballista is significantly shorter, as you can see. Doesn't require all that. Length. Bam bam baram bam bam. Let me change the music. Change the scene. But if you want to contribute, you are more than welcome. There is a lot of things that we need basically in every possible field, right? In every possible field. Maybe like this. Let's say that the ballista is slightly smaller, so maybe it has slightly also smaller wheels. But I think like this can be okay. Can be proportionate, yeah. I think it's proportionate. Yeah. Now, the cool thing of the ballista that in theory could also be rotated, but I don't know exactly how to do that at the moment. So, but yeah, there is basically the bottom part, which is the cart, in the top part, right? And the top part, in theory, should rotate, I mean, could rotate, right? The problem is that at the moment, these pieces are separate pieces because this, also in this one, we have an animation, right? You see? Which is pretty cool. Now, the rope doesn't really, right? The rope doesn't really move, unfortunately. But that's a bit hard to do, so I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, the idea would be that we could move, right? It could move, but I think if you already have something like this, that it looks like he's shooting, would be very, very nice. I just don't know if this thing are not too big, right? But I made this crank smaller on the catapult because it was, you see, it was here at the back. And oh, by the way, is it touching the ground? No. Oh, fuck. No. It is touching the ground. Oh, crap. It cannot go below ground, obviously. Or it will never work. And you may say, who cares? Well, I do. Okay. So what we can do is a bit of work, but what we can do, we can just move this whole thing up, right? We can move this whole thing up, which means that we have to move everything up, but including the rope, but I think we can do it. So we will have to move it pretty much at this height, and so this means that we need a system Didn't calculate that. Didn't calculate that, my boys. Didn't calculate that. I just noticed now that it's touching the ground. Separate Alt-D to link and shorten the handle, so this is a better way, and rejoin after. To link and shorten the handles. Well, if they are not, I don't know, if they are not linked already and they are not exact geometry, I don't think you can link them after the fact. At least I never tried. I usually create linked object, but I never try to link after the fact. That I never did actually. Is it possible? Can you do it? Also, we have another problem, but it's a minor problem. But yeah, we need a pretty much, you know, we need pretty much something like this. But if we put it there, then how does it stand, right? There is a bit of a mystery. There is a bit of a mystery. I mean, I can do this, right? But the problem is that this will have the biggest traction ever, right? So yes, we can do it. So yes, we can have this, but I don't think that by itself is enough, right? I think we really need another beam like this. And we need also his bolts here, right? to keep that thing. The problem is that that thing is lower than this. Ay, 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 ay. Fuck. But yeah, this will have the biggest traction ever, so it needs to be like this, right? There's no way it is. Now I don't like the fact that it is higher than needed, so I think that I have to move it down. But if I move it down, I think we will lose something on the shape. Yeah, the shape start to become a bit stupid. Okay, I was prepared for that. No problem. So you are a Blender. You are a Blender guy, Lucas. If you're a Blender guy, you know there's definitely stuff that you can do to help the project. I mean, we have a wall to make, you know, a wall world. So anything can be good. Why these things are flying? Are they flying also here or what? No, here I don't. Ah, because I moved it down. Yeah, because I moved it down. And since I moved it down, right, their rotation is slightly off, right? Yeah. Yeppa. Yeppa, 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 yeah. Okay. This I kind of like with only one note. There is a small note, but I want to do it just because that I don't want all this thing to have exactly the same map. So I rotate them and move them randomly, right? I don't know why it's showing me the wooden piece, because it is not wooden, this is metal, but fine. It is something I never understood, why sometimes, you know, when you do this, it's showing you the proper material, other times it doesn't. I think if you select the face, probably is, but anyway. Okay, I think like this is better. Also looks more powerful and I like it. The only thing... wait, what are we missing now? Why it looks like this? Like, why it looks like we are missing a piece? Because that was going in fully. Wait. Why we have space between this and this, and before we didn't? I don't know. Maybe before we did, and I just didn't see it. I don't know. It is a bit weird, but we can definitely scale it. Maybe it's surprised though that we have space there. I don't understand. Did I do something wrong? I don't know. I can open version 03 and see. Maybe I didn't notice that it was originally wrong. I moved it. I moved it. Not the catapult. The ballista. No, I mean, because there was the catapult before the change. No, the catapult. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. The catapult, but it was the catapult before the change, because before the change it was shorter. It was like this, you see. It was definitely shorter, and then I made it longer. So yeah, it was broken already, pretty much. It was broken already. Yeah, we already had the space there and it was already broken. I just didn't notice. Okay, fine. So this is something that we can fix. This is something that we can fix. So the way to fix it properly is, number one, I need all these vertices to go here. But if I do that, what happened? I selected more than what I should have selected. I want all of this to go there, right? But if it goes there, is it then interfering with the bottom? No, it's not. So I think that this is good. Now, I have to do the same here, but here is a mess of a million. How can I? How can I do this? Maybe like this. Because there is this freaking I have to remove this, otherwise, yeah, okay, now easy. Now easy. Okay, so basically I have to do the same and I bring this here, right? So they become one piece. Now, unfortunately, fortunately now we have another problem, that these things and the rope, right? They were designed to be different. They were designed to be different. I mean, we are not making, you know, as a real catapults, right? So we, I mean, we can also close an eye on some of the problem, or some of the engineering problems, right? But if it looks like reasonable, right, I would prefer. Now, is this thing, do you think that this thing is here or this thing is here? This I really don't know, because this is the part that is rotating, right? The middle is not rotating. The middle is not rotating. I think it should actually. Let me think about it 1 second, huh? Let me think about it, because actually I think it would be better if it's like this. I think it is. And then I don't need it for nope. That thing remains completely inside, right? So I could even delete it. This part is completely invisible because it's inside. But I don't know if I like the idea. Yeah, this thing is a bit fucked up, actually. I think this whole thing should rotate, right? While at the moment, I have this thing not connected with the rotating piece. So I think I will split it and I will put it back with this. So that actually it rotates with the rest. Exactly. It rotates as one piece. Now, the problem is that now, if I do it this way, right? This looks a bit stupid because this thing inside is not correct, right? Because it's too small. But if I make it larger, I have to make larger also. I mean, I can scale it middle, not X. Right? We can make it larger. But if I do this, I exaggerated. It's too much. It's too much. It's really, really, really too much. Yeah, maybe like that is enough. Okay, if I do that, right? Apart from the fact that this one, for some reason, has lower resolution, so it's a bit fucked. I don't know. I think I reduced it, but I think I reduced it too much. And so you see that we don't have a proper... we don't have a proper separation in some of these things, right? Which is a bit annoying, actually. Like, yeah, like here we are missing a loop, or can I? Do I want to fix it? I don't know. I mean, it looks bad. Somehow, in theory, I should do this, right? I should bring that down, and then create another separation here. I don't know. But yeah, this thing is a bit fucked, actually. I have to say. It is a bit fucked. It's been reduced too much, and now it's looking kind of bad. But I think we will close an eye because it do take too much time. So now the point is that if I do that, can I make these things now a bit longer then? If I take all of this and I scale it, no, if I scale it, it will never work, huh? No! If I scale it, it will never work. No, it will never work. Because it will, I mean, all the handles will become bigger as well. So do I really need to move them manually one by one? I think the answer is yes. I have to move them manually one by one. I mean, which is not a big deal. I think it's okay. You can do it. It's not a big movement as well, so. But yeah, so now, yeah, now this is more proper, right? Now this is more proper, yes, it is, definitely. The problem that we have now is so we assume that this thing is rotating there. But then it means that I need to close this, and this cannot be open, huh? This cannot be open. No, cannot be open. Cannot be open. So here we need a face of some kind that we will have to unwrap somehow. And bring to a reasonable yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we have this. Very good. I like it. I like it. Now we have the problem with the rope, right? Because the rope was originally down there and now is up here. Now the catapult is not interfering, right? Well, it can go there. He's still not touching it, so I think it's still fine. Yeah, it's not touching. It's not touching any of the... Well, it's touching a bit. He's touching a bit, but only when he's animating. So you know what? I think it's fine. I will just ignore that. This thing is not rotating perfectly centered though. I don't know why. You see that it's rotating a bit weird, but it's fine. It's rotating a bit weird. It's not perfectly centered, but I think we don't care. Now. Now we need to move this up, significantly up. And we need... and we need some sort of... adaptation, right? Way bigger adaptation, actually. Okay. Oh, fuck! No! No, really? The rope now goes through the catapult? Shit, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. No! We are fucked. We are fucked. And no, the rope now goes there. So the rope needs to go the other way. So the rope needs to go below. Oh, Jesus. Are you serious? No. I mean, for sure it cannot be like this. No. Fuck. Yeah, because it was okay when it was down there, because right, so if I go back, yeah, if you go down here, right, it was not, I mean, it was already a bit weird, but it was not touching it, right? But now, if we move the rope up here, it's not working anymore unless we make the rope go below, right, instead of above, which, by the way, makes more sense to me. The only problem is that changing this rope is a mess, is really a mess. Is really a mess. What I have to do? I have to flip god. What is the easiest way to do this? The easiest way to do this is to... The easiest way to do this... so basically if I cut the rope here, right? If I cut the rope here, and then I take all of this and I flip it 180 on the Y, and then I can mirror it on the X. If I mirror it on the, yeah, but anyway, this is what I have to do. There is no other choice. There is no other choice, my boys. There is no other choice. I have to, I didn't think about that. I have to do this. I have to take pretty much this. I have to take pretty much this. Hopefully I'm not getting any other pieces, right? No, seems I'm not. I have to take this in X-ray mode, right? And split it. And then we rotate it on the Y. We rotate it on the Y 180. And then I mirror it on the X. I don't know. Yes. Okay, so now we have our rope actually going that direction. Okay, that is kind of good actually. So now we need... now we need because in theory we have the problem also here. Well, here it can also go up. I think here if it goes up is not a problem. It can go down immediately, right? I think it will be enough, no? Well, a bit of the limit, but yes, I think it's enough. He may still touch this when he goes down, but I don't care actually. I don't care. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So we take this guy and we take this and we gently move it down. And then we take this and we gently rotate. How we rotated on the other? That was weird. And we gently rotate it this way. Then we move it down again. And there will be a bit of work to do here to actually make it look normal, but that's fine. And then we rotate it again. And then we are nearly there, right? We are nearly at the point where it should look normal. Roughly. It's always hard to catch the... Well, I don't know. But anyway, you get the idea, right? So now this guy should match this guy. Now this guy... should match that guy. Okay. Yeah, we are nearly there, we are nearly there, we are nearly there. We are nearly there. Now, these two things should be compatible in theory, but I don't know. These two things should be compatible. Well, yeah. It's the same rope, so in theory it is. But in practice, looks like it's not. Bling. Okay, so this and this merge at center. This and this merge at center. This and this, this and this, this and this, this and this. No. This and this, this and this, this and this. Okay. Okay, so our rope is somehow... Ah, fuck, I didn't think about it. The direction of the rope here will change. No! Yeah, if you look at the rope from distance, right? You see here the lines are this way, here the lines are the other way. No! Well, we can actually... I think we can actually retexture it because this thing was already... wait, I think I can retexture it fully very easily because I already simmed it, and I think that if I just do this, well, with some problems, but with some minor issues, right? With some minor problems, but pretty much, right? It is I don't know how long I have to make it, but I think I have to make it very long because this rope is super long. The only thing I have to be sure it is not going outside of this range, but probably here it is going. So, I mean, I can repeat texture and see. Oh, it's pretty good. Ouch. Here is a bit, it is a bit fucked. It is a bit fucked, my boys, but we will try to make it correct. Okay. Yeah, that is the rope. I don't know why it's so distant here compared to anything else, but it's fine. Let's not ask too many questions. It should be fine now, right? Yeah, I think it's still a bit too... still not enough? Wow. Let me scale it Y 1.5. Okay, seems better now. Seems better now. I mean, it will never be perfect, but it's okay. Okay, assuming that now this thing is going down, do you think it's still going through the thing? Hopefully not, right? Yeah, it's not going anymore through the thing. Now, when this animates, I don't remember, there is a key to... Fuck. But fine, I can do this. Yeah, when it goes down, I think it goes a bit through it. But you know what? I don't really care. Because the other way would be... I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. We cannot really... And we can also change a bit the animation that is not going that much down, right? Yeah, maybe we can do that. We can change it so that it's still charging, but not that much, right? To do that, we need to change the rotation that we have on this thing. You see that here it goes down really much. Well, at the end, oh yeah, I think it should be maximum here, while it goes down even more. I don't understand exactly how this works though, because I don't see the keyframe. So probably the curve. Probably there is a curve there that is very... So yeah. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, now he's not touching it. Okay, good. I mean, obviously the rope doesn't move, but having the rope move would be a mess, right? So I'm sorry. I know you would like to say, oh, but the rope doesn't move. Yeah, I know. The rope doesn't move. You will have to imagine that it's moving, okay? You will have to imagine that it's moving. And I know you can. I know you can. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do was to take these two guys and duplicate them and put them pretty much here, right? Hello, Sulfrots. Hey, hey. Yeah, we are making some siege weapons, and one day, maybe, we will use them in game. Maybe. I mean, I have some ideas, so it's already kind of in my plan, actually, but it's not an easy one. For now, they will be used as display at the bronze door, so they will be looking at the bronze door actually. So when the bronze door opens, what I'm doing? When the bronze door opens, right, the siege weapon may defend. Yeah, may defend. So in theory, this guy should be centered with this, right, horizontally. Right? Yeah. Nice. Do we want to make this one bigger just because they are... They are basically keeping... no, because we have the same there. No, I think it's okay. I think the size is already fairly massive. Okay. I don't think there is anything else I want to do. So yes, we have this catapult and we have a ballista. And we have a ballista, this one. We have a ballista, and also this ballista is kind of animated. Now, here is a bit nicer because actually the rope is actually moving properly, right? The rope is, as you can see, is extending, like if it's a spring. Now, in reality, it should rotate here, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So I think we'll be... I think it's moving just a bit slow, but... Okay. So now the point would be, do you think we can put this two in game? Or not? Do you think we can put him in game with the animation? Because that's the good part, right? The good part would be with the possibility to animate. Because put them in game I can for sure. But to put them in game with the animation... That I don't know. It's actually 4 pieces. This one just has... this one just has... yeah, the only thing that I don't understand is... This one is an animation like if it's a skeletal mesh, right? Somehow. So let me try to import that first. Okay, so let's start with this one, right? So with this one, let's start to export this. So if I want to export this, right, I will do just export FBX, and then I will call it ballista. Let's go all ballista. Well, I think it would be better if I can export it. Do you think I can export everything? But no, I think I have to export it separately because otherwise... Let me export it as Ballista V3 crank, right? So that apply transform or apply mod? No, apply transform no, because otherwise, let me just see if this thing is 0. Yeah, it's okay. So if I import it here, right, and I go in my ballista thingy. Where is my ballista thingy? Is here. So you see that that is asking me if I want to import it as a skeletal mesh, and actually the answer is yes. Because I think he identifies that he has an animation. The bond size is too small to create physical assets from skeletal mesh. You will have to create it manually. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So probably... No, but wait, there is also another one. It rotates around the 0, 0 pivot. It rotates around the 0, 0 pivot. Well, I can export it at 0, 0. I mean, it's not a big deal for me. It's not a big deal for me. Okay, so here is doing it. So here is doing it. Okay, nice. So yeah, the only annoyance is that we have to export it at 0, 0, right? So that it can rotate. But I'm pretty impressed of the fact that he is animated even if it doesn't have an armature and a bone, right? Which is weird, huh? Okay, the second piece is this. And again, well, this one actually has the pivot here in 0, 0. So this one should be, but this one is a morph target, right? So this one should be exported as well. And this one will be the ballista, how do we call it? Bow? Ballista bow. Right? And ballista bow is... Ballista bow, yeah. No, but it's not a skeletal in this case, but he has morph, well, no, I need to say skeletal. If I don't say skeletal, I will not import the morph targets, right? Yeah, exactly. So it will have its own skeleton, yeah, it will have its own skeleton. Okay. So now, I don't know about the size of this thing. Oh my god, this thing is giant. No. Wait a second. This thing is 37 meters. 37 meters? What the fuck? What do you mean 37 meters? 37 meters doesn't seem to be a good idea. I mean... No, we have a problem with the scale. Well, actually it is 0.44. No, it is actually correct. I think I still have the multiply by 10. Yeah, I do. Okay. Let me redo it. We have a multiply by 10, I think, because I used it in another import, and I think there is a scale. Yeah, there is a scale of 10. Okay, nice. So now there is a scale of 1, huh? So it should be fine. Should be fine. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely more reasonable in terms of sides. And now the sides is okay. Now the morph target, you know, we can test it here with this. You see? That it works is insane. And by the way, Unreal Engine is also capable of doing a -1, which is very strange. I don't know exactly what it's about, but you can actually, you see, you can actually stretch it in the other direction as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah. But okay. So actually, I never used morph targets in Unreal, so it will be very interesting to see what happens. So we need this, we need this, we need this. Yes, all these ones, I would say they look like they are good, so we can save them. Now we need a Turpie. The only thing is that it seems that there is something. Wait, there is some leftover geometry or what? No. I don't know. It looked like there was something. Ah, it's probably the bone in the middle. Because he's creating a kind of a fake bone to represent the weight. Pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, so now we need the bottom. We need the bottom piece, right? Yup, we need the bottom piece. The bottom piece is not animated, so is a default object. Is a simple FBX. This will be called cart. This one doesn't have animation or anything, right? Okay. Now, in terms of textures, it's very simple because the only thing that I have that wood texture, which by the way, I don't even know if it's a wood that I already have or not. What is the name of that texture? The name of that texture is just wood. Okay, well. With a lot of creativity. I think I will call it. I mean, we cannot call it wood, obviously. We need to call it somehow. We can call it ballista wood, so we remember that is used for the ballista. I think it's fine. So we should go under tileable material wood, and we can import it here directly, I think. I don't think we have anything like that, because I don't remember any. By the way, how big is this thing? Is it 2K? Wow, that's a bit high, but it's fine, it's good. I think it's good. You can put it here, and we will rename it to, or catapult wood, okay? Catapult wood underscore T if we want to keep our nomenclature, but we never do it. Okay, so we create a material as well, and at the moment we don't have special, we don't have normal, we don't have specular. Well, specular we can say low, and this will be catapult wood, okay? It seems a bit dark, but let's see. Okay, so now if we go in our not this guy, in our siege weapon, right? And we now here we have two materials. We have that and we have a metal. Now this metal, let me see if we want to have this metal. This metal is a bit weird actually. Our metal, I think, is kind of nicer, but do we have a similar metal? Well, actually, we have this one, which is very similar, but it's not identical. That is the one. I think this one is too much, guys. I don't know. I don't like it. I think we will use this one. We will use our metal. Our metal one. And rope is the same texture, so okay. Okay, so this will be catapult wood. This will be metal one. And why metal one is not showing? Okay, it's there. And this will be rope A. Orange rope. Yeah. You see that in Unreal is looking immediately better, right? I mean, this metal is not fantastic, I have to say, but I think it's not too bad. I think it's not too bad. I think the wood is good, though. The wood is kind of nice. Okay. So we have a piece of our ballista. We have a piece of our ballista. Now we need this, and we need this. Okay. And then we have this piece. That needs this and this. Fine. It was looking better in the... Huh? I was looking better probably because it was more of rusty, and so it was more similar to the wood, but it's fine. By the way, those gears are really useless, but fine. I mean, they are there, but I don't know why, right? But it's fine. Okay, now the big question is, how the hell do I put these pieces together, right? How do I put these pieces together? Because, I mean, I need to have a blueprint. I need to have an actor blueprint, right? That I will call Ballista BP. Let's say Ballista 1, because maybe we'll have a Ballista 2. And then I can add skeletal meshes, right? Skeletal meshes like the bow, and then normal meshes like so static meshes like the crank, no, like the cart. And then I need another skeletal mesh for the crank, right? So the crank will be the crank. They will be positioned here, but we're gonna move it. The cart will be the ballista cart. Okay. I see some trouble in the normals, huh? Yep. I see some trouble in the normals of the cart. Let me see why. me see why. Yes. I mean, the wheels are done that way, but it's not a good idea. Because the light will bend so much that it will make it... No! I exported on the wrong one. No! Okay. By the way, guys, tonight I cannot stay too much because, yeah, because I cannot. So, and so I will be away for the weekend. So I will not be here Saturday and Sunday streaming. Okay, I will not. I will not be here Saturday and Sunday. But I will be here Monday. Much better, actually. Even if here we lost a bit of shading, but there is actually the right shading. I think before it was like a fake shading, because it was trying at all costs to put yeah, you see that now is way more clean. And yes, unfortunately this is not bent, but I can think about it on the wheels, but I think it will look bad if I try to make it different. I don't know, I was not looking bad before as well, but I mean, mainly the wheels. I think we lost some quality on the wheels with the change that I did. It was like this originally. Let me try again. The problem is that yeah, you see that the wheels are actually round now. But then when I put it into the BP, all this becomes way darker. I don't know, maybe we can live with that. The wheels actually are so much better that maybe we should live with that. Let's see how it looks in game then. But okay, so we have this piece. Then we have this piece, then we have this piece, and this piece is the ballista bow, right? Okay. Okay, so the only problem of all of this is that the crank, right, needs to go in a different place. Right, so the crank needs to go somewhere here. Now exactly where, it's not that easy to, well, it's basically if we take the rope as a guide, right, I think we will end up in the right place, yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, so in theory we have our... Now, we don't have the bolt. Ah, yes, we also want the bolt, huh? Oh, yes, we want the bolt. Absolutely. The bolt in theory also has an animation. But... The bolt also has an animation, actually. It's just thrown in frontally. The point is that it's super slow, right? This animation is super slow, but we can fix it. I don't think we will use it now immediately, but I just want to have it to start to think how this works, right? So this will be the bolt. This will be our first morph target object. We never had this. Never. We never. What the? That is a weird animation. There is another weird animation. I don't know exactly why it's doing this, but let's say that at the moment we don't really care. But it's kind of strange. This one in particular is very strange. This one is very strange because it goes back and forth and rotates. So I don't know. It seems that it's applying the rotation instead of. But at the moment, I don't care actually. To really tell you the truth, I don't care. I just want my bolt right there. So the bolt has the same wood and the same metal. Okay, nice. It's a pretty nice bolt, by the way. I like it. Has good quality. I think it is relatively low. Yeah, it's very low poly, but it's nice. It's very nice shape. So good job, Marcelo. Good job. So this will be a skeletal mesh, another one. It will be the bolt. Exactly. Okay, so our ballista in theory is complete now. The question is, how can we trigger the animation, right? And basically, I think we just need an event, right? An event which is like shoot, right? And this shoot event, what you should do, you should take the bow, right? And then you should set the morph target value based on a timeline, right? Which is pretty much a very simple 0 to 1 timeline. So length 1, length 1, you know, with a key at 0, with a key at 0, 0, and another key at 1, 1, right? Pretty much. No, at 1, what? At 1, 1, yes. So that I will lerp this value between 0 and 1. I don't even know if I need this though. Isn't this already coming out as a, I don't know. Because it's already 0, 1, this thing, right? So the value is already coming out as 0, 1. So I can lerp it again, but it would be basically a useless thing, right? Now the problem is how do we even test it? Because and this will basically have the bow run this thing, and we will need the crank to do the same. But the crank is different because the crank does not have a morph target. The crank is right. The crank, yeah. The crank doesn't have a morph target. The crank has an animation. So the crank will have to play an animation or what? We'll have to play an animation. And so I have to do it in parallel of this. So I need a sequence or what? Probably I need a sequence, huh? Oh, maybe. Now. I mean, in theory, we can also have the bolt, but the bolt at the moment is very stupid. He's really just moving forward a bit, and he's not doing anything else. So I don't even know if I want to. But anyway, we can see if the bolt. Now the problem is, how the hell do we do it in our game, right? Because I can drop this thing. I can drop this thing in game, but it will never work unless I trigger it somehow. Well, we can maybe in the begin play, we can start a timer. Okay, let's do this. So we can start a timer by event, and we can say that, oh, you will play this event every 20 seconds forever, right? So this is always playing, looping, right? Every 20 or every 30 seconds, you play this thing, right? Which obviously is not the way we want it, but it's just to simulate it for a minute, right? Okay, let me see what I have to save. I don't know why sometimes Unreal Engine is like. Okay, so if I go in the BDEagle, no, we can stream. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I'm actually going in a mini holiday this weekend. In a mini holiday, so yeah, I will miss Plane Shift for sure. But you know, sometimes holidays, a bit of holiday is always cool. So, for example, if I drop our guy here, wow, it's so small. Why so small? I think because this thing is big. Well, we can scale it. I mean, it's not a problem. We can scale it as much as we want. Let me put a normal character next to it and see. I was expecting it to be bigger, actually, significantly bigger. Yeah, I was expecting this to be significantly bigger. We can scale it up easy from here, right? I can make it 2 times. Now maybe like this is too much. How big is a ballista compared to a human? I mean, like this is still usable, I guess, but seems to be a bit too small. Let me try 1.5, right? Yeah, like this I think it looks more reasonable. Can we have a freaking light? Anyway, I will use the... Yeah, but the idea, you know, is that we could put it here, right? And then he's shooting between these two things, right? This walls has been made exactly for this moment. They've been conceived 20 years ago and now they have a purpose. Someone said, what about leaving some space? And that was exactly right. Okay, so if we save it like this, I don't know what will happen, but we can see. We can see. You have a stock of arrows? Yeah, we can put maybe a container with a number of bolts. Yes, that's a good idea, Ulla. We can make it an item that we can drop where there are arrows. Maybe in the future you will even be able to use it, right? Maybe in the future you will be able to mount it and actually move it left and right and actually shoot stuff, right? Possible. It's not super easy, but it's also not super hard, right? Because if we give him a control, a left-right control, and if we give him the possibility to be possessed like a mount, and if we rotate only the top part, right? And we can, right? Now the up and down will not be very easy, but the left and right I think will be doable. Because this thing actually can rotate. Yeah, the problem is that you will have to rotate together also the crank. So maybe we'll have to do it slightly different. But okay, at the moment is not what I'm looking for, right? At the moment I'm just looking at... Oh, we're loading the quest. No. And then we can load also the catapult, yeah. And we can use them even static, right? Even static as defense or... And if you remember, I don't know the one of you that followed the streams much, right? If you remember, in the city manager you can buy a ballista. Huh? You remember that? You can. So in the city manager, you can give materials to the city to build a ballista or a catapult. So now everything comes together. Everything comes together slowly. Slowly but surely. I need my teleport locations. And I need my bronze doors. Eagle Fortress. Yup. Oops. Hmm. 30 seconds. Why is missing the material? Ah, it did it. But it didn't do the... Seems there is something that is not working. Why is missing the material? It's missing the metal material. I don't know why. It's very strange. We see it here. Maybe we didn't save it. We didn't save something? I don't know. Well, the rope... probably I need to save them because they have to be changed to be used on skeletal meshes. Yeah, that's why. But it's working a bit weird actually. So this thing is rotating. So every 30 seconds is playing the animation, right? But it seems it's not doing it. It's doing the crank. He's doing the bow, but he's not doing, sorry, he's doing the bolt, but he's not doing the bow. I think in terms of sides it's pretty good actually. I think I like it at this sides. I think the size is very nice. This thing is not. Only the crank collides, everything else doesn't collide. But yeah. Okay, so for the simplified master. Yeah, I think when you change a material, when you apply a material to a skeletal mesh, he has a new flag, right, that prepares it in terms of shader for a skeletal mesh. I didn't save it, and so that's why it was not visible. But I don't understand why my bow... morph target name. Morph target name. Yes, because you can have more than one morph target. It's actually called key 1. Key 1, key 1, key 1, key 1. Let me just copy paste it, because if it's not exactly the same, it will never work. Key 1. Okay. Let's try again. Let's try again. Drum roll. I'm confident we can do it. I'm confident, guys. 95%. 95%. 95, 95. 94 or 96? We can do it. So Marcellum built this model in 2021 and I added it to the game now. Yeah, but I would say that the ballista was not really, you know, the most important piece to add at that time, but and also required on my side quite a bit of work. I mean, he did a lot. He did like 80%, but it's always the missing 20, you know, that is the problem. The missing 20. We are waiting the server to load up. Unfortunately, we have all the maps, and so it's loading super slow. Okay. Okay. We see the metal. We see the rope. The rope is actually pretty good. 30 seconds and he will shoot. Believe or not. Believe or not, my boys. 3, 2, 1. 0.5, 0.2, 0.1. Go! Wow, why is changing the... What? It's changing the texture? Unbelievable. It's changing the texture while he's shooting? What the... Huh? I mean, he lost the texture while shooting. What the fuck? Yeah, it's too slow, yeah. Yeah, we can make it faster. Making it faster is very easy. It's very easy. I don't understand why it doesn't go back to the original position, but I think it's just a matter of... yes, because I didn't do it. Yeah, I also have to go back, but I don't know why it's changing texture. That is so weird. But okay, it's fine, it's fine. We have it, right? We have it. And at the moment we will use it statically. So I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it animate, right? So it will stay still, right? So I will remove this. But we know that it's possible, right? We know that it's possible. And yeah, we know that it's possible, but I think that the animation and the triggering of the animation is a bit beyond what I wanted to do today, but I think it's pretty cool. I like it, and you know what, I will place 2 of them just because they are nice. What is going on? Okay, I will place 2 of them, one there and one there, one there, one there, and one there. There is 0 light here. I don't know why. Holy moly. As usual in the editor, when you add a light, it looks like it's super bright, right? But then in the game it's like 0 light. Anyway, I think we will have our two ballistas here. Awfully centered. Beautifully centered. And yeah. Yeah, I think they're at the right sides and everything. Are they flying? No, they're not flying. Okay, nice. Okay, this is good. This is good. So this will be in game the next time you visit this area. Now the catapult. The catapult is pretty much the same. We just have to export it, right? I don't think I will test the animation. I don't really care about it now, but I wanted to test it once to understand how it works. So here we have, again, we have a crank that we understood that it should be exported in 000 to work properly. So we will export it as catapult to underscore crank. Okay. Then we will export the cart. Catapult to cart. And then I will this one. Yes, because this one also moves, right? So this one also needs to be exported in 000. Why I have this in green? If I'm not editing anything, I don't want to edit morph targets, right? I don't want to move. There is the launcher. There is the launcher. Okay, we exported it. So now we need to import the crank. We need to import the crank. And the crank should be a skeletal mesh with his own thing and scale 1. Scale 1, yes. Okay, I don't know exactly what is going on here. It didn't work. Yeah, but we exported in 00 like we did before, no? I exported in 000, right? Why is not? What happened? I don't have any other way to fix that. I mean, it's the same as the other crank. Mysteries, really. It's a mystery why this is rotating like this, right? Also, the other one did it. Then I exported in 00 and it was not doing it anymore, right? But anyway, I think we don't care about the animation at the moment. So you know what? I'm just gonna delete the animations and it's fine. We will just have our crank, which is pretty much identical to this, but it's not exactly like that, right? So it's similar, but not, because the size is slightly different. But obviously is a rip-off. It's a rip-off of the other one. Okay. Then we import our the launcher, and the launcher also has its own skeletal mesh. Let me see if this one has the proper animation or not. Yeah, this one. Oh. There are actually two animations, so maybe this one is correct. Yeah, this one is correct. I don't know why there are two. I think there are two. Okay, so we can delete this one, which is wrong. And we can keep this one, right? Okay, now in the same way, materials, catapult, and metal 1. Yup. And then we have what? The last piece is the cart. The cart is not a skeletal mesh, so we just imported basic. It doesn't like some of the UV, but it's fine. Why we have two metal? Why we have two metal? Good question. Good question. Due to that. In theory, we also have two wood, but I think that this wood is not used by anything. Okay, let me export it again. Ah, fuck, I left the crank there. No. Mistakes were made. I left the crank there. I didn't want to leave it there. So I have to redo the change here. Okay, let me save it. Save that. So we re-import the cart. Yep. Yeah, now we can delete this. Okay. So there is the cart by itself, which is this flying rope, because because the rope is actually managed by the other, but it's fine. Okay, so now we create a BP, right? The same way. I think I can duplicate this, which is simpler. And I will call it catapult 1. And then in catapult 1 we will have, instead of the bow, we will have the launcher. We will have the... Huh? Why I removed it? What? You crazy? Huh? What the fuck? It's not updating? It's not updating. You serious? Very weird. Ah, the catapult is looking the other way. No! We have to redo everything. No, it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the universe, but it would be nicer if it was rotated the same way. So if it would look the same side, right? But it's actually rotated the other side. Fine. We don't have a bolt. I mean, in theory we have a rock, but... And then we have the crank. Which is this thing, and we will have to position it properly. And I would say the easiest for us is really to look at the rope, right? Because where is the rope? There is the crank. It's not super easy. It's not really. I don't know. Something like this. Yeah. I think it's okay. Yeah. I think it's okay, my boys. In theory, we should have a rock on it, right? Instead of the bolt, I think the bolt we should delete. And we can add a new static mesh. We can add a rock of any kind. Do we have a rock? Do we have a rock? Well, yeah, I guess we have rocks. Do we have a rock that is roughly round or not? Because our rocks, I mean, are not made to be round, I understand. So probably we don't have a round rock. We don't? We don't have a... I never understood why this one doesn't have. But it's called bad, so probably it's not something we want to use. A rock. I mean, we can make one in case we don't find the round one. This one is kind of round. This one is also kind of round. Not really. Not really. Yeah, usually rocks are not round because they are not very interesting if they are round, right? So I guess none of our rocks are round. I assume, yeah. And if I search stone, probably it will be 0. Well, this one is not too bad. The only problem is... Is this used by something or what? Yeah, used by spells actually. By spells? Meteor. But he has no texture. Which is kind of weird. So I don't want to ruin the... Oh wow, it's a lava texture. Wow! That is so nice. It's this one. But yeah, no, I was thinking to something way simpler, right? Like this. Yeah. Does he fuck this up? I don't think so, because it is the default, right? That is not going to change this, which is overriding the texture, right? So I'm not breaking the particle effect. Meteor is very nice, by the way. Okay, it's called SM Boulder. So if you go in our catapult and we add SM Boulder. I like that. Oh my god. Well, maybe it's too much. You can make it a bit smaller, right? You can make it slightly smaller. Like 0.7. Like 0.7. And here we have our catapult, my boys. And here we have it. Done. Absolutely done. So in case we need a catapult, we also have a catapult. I think it looks reasonable. I think it looks kind of reasonable. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Now, the rock will not move together with this unless I animate it as well, right? So animating this thing is not... What? Blueprint bad? Because now we have this. No, I understand. Shoot. No, for now. Can I remove this? Yeah, because we copied over from the other, so. Okay, but it's nice. It is nice. Do we want to have also a catapult here or no? Do we want to have a catapult? Do we want to have a catapult here? At the upper levels? I mean, it's a bit stupid to have a catapult that shoots the doors, right? Because it will destroy the buildings, it will destroy the ground. So I don't know if it's a great idea. I mean, the catapult, I mean, the ballista, yes. But maybe the catapult can just be stored somewhere, you know? Like if he's waiting to be used in case of issues. Maybe it can be stored inside of this thing, which is, by the way, completely black. Good job on the completely black. What the fuck is that, by the way? Oh, it's a giant rope. Why so giant? Ah, because it's for that crank. Sorry, just a second, because this game is completely dark, so... Yeah, it's the one that is actually pulling the bronze door open. Where do we want to put the catapult, guys? Where do we want to put the catapult? I mean, for sure not in the offices. Is there a warehouse of some kind? Do we want to park it here? Maybe we park it here. Maybe we just park it here. The problem is that parking it there, if they have to bring it up, I mean, it's like GG. You don't need to use a big stone. Many small stone can do the job. I don't think so. Another book for crafting. A cran learn to make a stone ball. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay, I will park it here just for now because I don't have a better place, right? So at least we'll be somewhere that people can see it. But I think it should be spawnable, right? It should be spawnable. The only question is, how can I have... Because it's actually a blueprint, right? It's not a mesh, it's not a skeletal mesh, it's a collection of... It's a collection of... I think I will go with the same thing, that we scale it 1.5 at least. This one maybe should be scaled more, actually. Now that I think about it, because it's actually bigger, right? Catapult. Let me see if we put a human next to it. Yeah, definitely. This seems to be a toy catapult. Like a toy catapult, right? I think this needs to be scaled probably 3 times. Holy fuck! Well, that's a big catapult, definitely. But probably yes, huh? Probably yes. Probably, I mean, it seems a bit big, but yeah. Possibly. Possibly yes. Okay, let's leave it there. And okay. I think that's all, guys. I think that's all. We can see it in game, but pretty much it is what I wanted to do. So we have it. We just have to make it spawnable. And now the only problem of spawnable with scale. I don't know if I want to re-export it with the proper scale so that I don't have to scale the BP, but I have to think about it. I have to think about it. Maybe we need to re-export with the right size, because otherwise when you spawn it, it will be automatically small, right? And then we have to scale it, which we can, because our wonderful system allows scaling of everything. But we will have to do it. Why we are loading the quest at the moment? I don't know. Because I was testing something. I don't know. Okay, last test of our catapult. And then maybe it's too big. I don't know. I think catapults are very big. Ballista can be smaller because you have to move them to aim. While I think catapult, they stay in one place and then they just shoot, no? Well, you can still maybe rotate them a bit, but I think you need anyway animals to move them, right? So you will not have a human pushing the catapult, but you will have... Oh, with the light is much better, by the way. Just because this light is not recalculated. If it was recalculated, it would have been so dim, as usual. Yeah, I really like these ballistas. I think they're very nice. Also, the bolt is very nice. And let me send a picture to. Let me send a picture to Marcelo. He's the guy that built them. Let me send a picture to him. And I will also send a picture in our Patreon thingy. In our Patreon thingy. And now let's go and search the let's go and search the catapult. Aha. There it is, my boys. There it is. Wow, that's massive. I like it. That's very big. Oh my god. But I kind of like it, actually. I cannot take a picture with me in it. I can take a picture without me in it, but if I do that, then it's too low. So I have to fly. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. A catapult? Okay, guys, that's all. I think it's very nice. I mean, like, this is very big, but I think it's fine. I think, yeah. I mean, we can also have smaller ones, right? I mean, this one is particularly big, but we can also have smaller ones in case we want. Is this thing flying? I think it's flying a bit. It's not flying much, but it's flying a bit. It's flying a bit with the front wheel only. Yeah, it's flying a bit with the front wheel only. Like if the front wheel are like slightly off. Yeah. And I see that we have, for example, this mirror that is inside out. No. But anyway, I think it's pretty good. Can I jump on it? No, because I didn't do the collision to complex collision. But it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I think it looks very nice. The wheels are nice, yeah. Also the boulder is nice. Okay, so I will see you Monday evening, okay? Monday evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. I will not be here in the weekend. I will be in Discord anyway, so I may I may see your messages if you're typing in Discord. And that's it. Monday, yeah, we see each other Monday, not money. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye, have a good night. Do 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 do.